Anyone who wants to become the president of this country should avoid the Gen Z at all costs. And I know I'm a young person, I'm a Gen Z, but I have reasons why I'm telling you should avoid the Gen Z. Morara Kebaso has been battling by bringing out incomplete projects by the government to the citizens. But during the New Year's maandamano, Morara Kebaso did not appear, and even his car, the Inject Party car, was impounded by the police. But when Morara Kebaso appeared in the police station where kina Okia Omtata were being held, Hanifa's team met Morara Kebaso, and they told Morara Kebaso, and even you could hear them question, are you with us or you are not with us? If you check very well, this movement of Gen Z, of faithless, tribeless, partyless and all that is kind of losing direction, right? Because without a leader it lacks direction. So I like the zeal that we come to the street to demonstrate, but you need to understand one thing, that not every day we'll be going to the street to demonstrate. Not everything is settled with maandamano. Number one, maandamano is good. Peaceful demonstration is good. But when it becomes demonstrations whereby we are going to destroy properties, become chaotic. And also second, we are the same young people who are saying there are no employment in this country, but we are the same young people who are making the environment of this country so uncomfortable for investors to invest in this country. So these are public advice to people who want to become presidents or want to become leaders as to why you should avoid the Gen Z movement. Number one, Gen Zs rarely vote. Young people rarely vote. Someone will wake up at 9, right? Voting starts at 7. So someone will wake up at 9, go to a polling station, see a very long line. This generation is very impatient. Someone cannot stay on that line the entire day waiting to vote. So someone will wake up, pass by the polling station, achukue 100 yenye wanapeana 200 ya kubribe mtu aende apige mtu fulani kura, go sit there for 10 minutes or 5 minutes, go back home. Out of 100% of young people, I can say only 10 to 20% of them vote. 80% don't vote. So if you're going to seek to be elected, number one, understand that the Gen Zs don't vote. The second thing, if you check very well in Kakamega, Cleophas Malala has the largest tournament. Even it surpasses Governor's Cup in every county. The Cleo Malala Cup. And Cleophas Malala, during the 2022 campaign, when he wanted to become the governor of Kakamega, he really backed on the youth to elect him. But Cleophas Malala lost. Why? Young people don't vote. I know there are going to be a backlash on me, but I'm going to speak the truth on this matter, because I see Okia Omtata is trying to identify himself with this movement, and I want to tell Okia Omtata this, that this movement, just let it be. This is a revolution movement to make you leaders be on toes, but it is not a tool to ascend into office. Because if you want to ascend into office, you need to look for people who will vote. These are akina mama, the wazee, and all those people. But when it comes to the Gen Z don't vote. They are not registered as voters. Very few of them are registered as voters. Number two, it is an impatient generation. We cannot sit somewhere for 3 hours. Ati tumpanga line 3 hours. Kwa jua, tunaenda kupigia kura. Then ufike huko ujibenefit with what we have seen in this country. As much as this generation is really rising, what the impact of this generation is going to be, that this generation is going to put leaders on toes. The main reason for that movement is to put leaders on toes, to put leaders on check. But it is not a movement to take leaders into power. That's why you'll hear, if someone is trying to form a party, they'll see as a betrayer. Kasmuel Makaure joined ODM, they saw him as a betrayer. Morara Kebaso formed the Inject Party, they're now seeing him as a betrayer. Okia Omtata, the same thing will happen to him. Give him time. The thing is this, the Gen Z movement, the creation of this revolutionary movement, is to make sure that if you are going to become the president of this country, you are going to deliver to this nation what you promised. It is a movement to put you in check. Ulisema utatengeneza barabara, mbona hujatengeneza? Shuka tembea na sisi kwa matope. That's what they do to MCAs, right? Ulisema utajenga shule, kuja, mbona hujajenga shule? That is the purpose of this event. If you critically check this event, this movement, its main purpose is to keep you leaders on check. Its main purpose is not to take you leaders into office. I see the same thing with the one of an aspirant in Kilifi that the entire year you are nowhere to be seen, then inafika December una organize event, unaita musician from Tanzania, unamleta. The thing is this, sisi tutakuja event, tutajibamba, tutavuka mwaka. But if you want to win an election, it's not going to maandamano with the young people. If you want to win an election, you need to be there with the people. Matanga iko, tokelezea, support watu kwa matanga. There is a wedding, go to the wedding, support people in the wedding. But here at you know, these young people, there are so many. Yes, we are so many. But I know one thing, the president even sits down and look and ulizanga to IBC, hey, how many young people are registered in that system? Wanamwambia 1.5 million. Nafangalia kwa ngapi? 6 million. Achana na watu. So the thing is this, if young people are going to register as voters and decide to vote, they decide to vote the same way South African young people did, is gonna be impactful. But also if you check, in South Africa, Malema backed on the youth, he did not win. This tells you one thing, youth, the current movement of young people in any country across Africa is a movement to keep their leaders on check. Mr. President, you're gonna work. Mr. MP, you're gonna work. Mr. MCA, you're gonna work. So just an advice to each and every person who wants to get into office, don't use the youth movement as a tool to get into office. The second thing and the last thing that I want to advise, this is an advice to the president, is make sure Raila Odinga wins the AU seat. If Raila Odinga is going to lose the AU seat, you're never gonna step feet in Nyanza. If you think I'm lying, listen to what Raila diehard supporters are going or have to say concerning Raila Amolo Odinga winning AU chairmanship.
William Samuel Ruto, tembea Nyanza venye unataka, uko free kutembea. Wacha Raila akose AU, wacha akose Ruto, wacha Raila Amolo Odinga.
My name is Mavali Derek, and I hope my message is just clear that this is a movement for change, not a movement to take people into office. So those willing to get into office, use another tactic. Adios.